Fluency. In this lesson, we will talk about what does it mean to be fluent, facts about fluency, and creating a plan for you to achieve fluency. Fluency represents being able to communicate easily with people in the language that one wants to speak. It is arguably the ultimate goal of studying a language. Some facts about fluency. No one becomes fluent in a language overnight. Even learning your native language took a lot of time, right? You started with no language, and then you made sounds, and then those sounds became words, and then you started speaking in sentences, and then you went to school and you learned how to read. And then by the time you graduated from high school or went to college, you could express yourself in lots of ways and on lots of different topics. And towards adulthood, and people's language becomes specialized, improved by experience. So we all have our common language, and then we have areas of expertise, things that are special to us. For example, people who are really into manga know lots of terms for that, or they like fixing up old cars. They have specialized language that people who work and have a great interest in that are specialized in. So learning another language is similar to learning your first language. But the big difference is that most learners don't get to develop foreign language skills in the same way that they did with their first language. So not only did you learn from your community, right? Your home, your family, your parents, your neighborhood, your friends, your supermarket, your network of people around you, school, etc., television. You learned languages in these different contexts, these different places. Maybe you played sports. And lots of interaction with our culture. That's really it. It's exposure. Fluency is not black and white. There's a range, and I think this is really important. I see myself as a speaker of 6 languages, and I'm certainly not great at all of those languages. I'm a native speaker of English. I have near native proficiency in Spanish. I am a B2, intermediate high / advanced low speaker of French. I am slightly less competent in Italian, and I am a novice high, intermediate low speaker of Korean and Japanese. And that's on a good day. So it's not black or white, though we often like to think of that B2 on CEFR, that's the Common European Framework for Reference, or ACTFL, intermediate high / advanced low, as a good common point for defining fluency. It's what many college graduates who are not native speakers in a language will achieve during their studies. It's oftentimes the level of competency that is required of a lot of beginning language teachers. So while it's certainly not native speaker level, it's certainly respectable. But again, it's not black and white. See yourself as a speaker of the language as soon as you start learning. So creating a plan, set a goal as to where you want to go in terms of fluency based on what you need to do. Once you do, learn how much time it will take to reach your fluency goal, which we'll talk about in the next lesson. And consider the amount of time you have available in your life every day. So I'm going to leave you the graphic below. And you're going to see this graphic a few times throughout the class, including in the self-assessment workbook. And it's a visual that shows progression of fluency through any language. And use that graphic to assess yourself now and to set your goals. It will give you a visual to see what you want to achieve. And remember, those category 1, 2, 3, 4 languages take different amounts of time to learn. And we're going to talk about that in how long does it take. And we will see you in the next lesson.